passionate about and what you love, then they're going to always think that they can do it. But I'm going to go as long as he needs to. And I wanted to come on here and give this brief synopsis. It wasn't even brief. But I'm going to now take this off of Facebook and I'm going to put it on NATURF on YouTube. And on this, I'm going to report on the findings that I have concerning him, concerning that woman that he with, concerning the people that he's related to and connected to. And I'm going to show him the difference between a YouTuber and an investigative advocate who don't play games or take no shit. Somebody that shows up. And so tomorrow, I'll be in OKC. We have a mutual combatant agreement. Even though he calling the police, talking about calling the feds, I got all of my receipts that shows that this man has beckoned and asked for me to come and meet him for a celebrity boxing match where the proceeds of this boxing match can go to the work of Dalton because we need the resources to get to the conclusion. And it's real simple. Talk all that talk all you want to. I'm not going to go back and forth and play with you. You beat my ass, you big bro, which I doubt. I beat your ass. You deactivate your channel or I come back and we can have mutual combatant celebrity boxing matches every fucking day because I'm from Chicago and we don't play this internet shit because it gets real and it gets real fast. And then I'm not going to miss a beat because after we have this match, I'm going to get right back on the plane. I'm going to fly all the way to my residence and I'm going to get my fucking monkey, make sure he got everything he need, put him back in monkey care. I'm going to then get on another plane, fly to Flint, take care of Flint, see what I got to do with Flint. Then I'm going to go get back on the plane, come right back to Dalton, and I'm going to see it through like the fucking boss I am. And I ain't going to use not one dime out no fun. So y'all can keep on with your dry, hating asses, talking about all this money. Well, you got to ask yourself, if people giving $10 and $5 and we getting about $100 when they on the internet, how the fuck am I getting all these plane tickets on the day that I decide? Because you ain't done no research. And y'all still think I'm a little fish when I'm one of the meccas in this advocacy shit. I just do it the way I do it. Period. My money, boy, please. I want you to know I don't play with boys. And it don't mean you a boy because you think you put your dick in a vagina or you got kids. Boys do that every day. And I've decided I'm going to come to your turf. I'm coming to your nation because I know your poor ass can't afford to come to mine. And what y'all counted on is y'all can keep on talking shit in this internet street, and it ain't no real motherfuckers out there that'll show up. And this is how I want you to know I'm coming. I'm coming the way you asked me to in the name of the God I serve, because he ain't never told me to be no bitch. But this is what the God I serve is the same God that had told many of his children, come to arms, because when they come against you, I'm going to give you victory. And I want you to get it. Do your research. You ain't the first YouTuber that done had to humble. Ain't not one of them standing. And eventually they stop fucking with me because I don't stop coming. And I want you to get it. Now I gave you ample time in the inbox through people to leave me the fuck alone. And the only reason why I'm gonna humble you and deal with you is because you was a part of this team. And now I gotta make this team fully aware that you ain't shit. And if they choose to be involved with you after this, then that's them. They got to deal with it. But I'm not in this shit for entertainment. If I wanted entertainment, I'll go get on another plane and go fly out to a place and take your bitch with me that she didn't know existed. I don't like this. And literally, I'm sitting up here encouraged because I'm ready to get back to God. But as it relates to fully submitted, but I'm going to go ahead and get us another 30 more days. Hopefully I survive 30 more days. I'm going to get back to my place in God. But when I stand in any pulpit preaching any message, or if I do anything for God, they're going to say, let me tell you something. You could put some stock in that man's service and that man's sermon that God leading, because only God can take somebody like me and use them. And that's why every time y'all try to spit on the fact that I'm unruly and that I cuss, but I also trust God, it's a whole nother reason for me to thank him, because God chose to use somebody unlovable to inspire cities. And there's people Why you sitting up there trying to be my equal in competition and not in compliment? It's people calling for help across the damn country. We could have been doing it together, dumbass. We could have been doing it together. It could have been effective. But the problem with black folks is we don't know how to celebrate nobody's ascension because we don't realize that all ships rise with the tide. We don't have to take each other down to get to where we're going. But somebody got to be the example. Had enough. Had enough. Now, understand this. Now, let me get to something that'll matter to the people that are in Adulting. One of the reasons why Andrew Holmes has not been arrested, and I need you all to understand this, because you got to know how to get the information. I went to D.C., and I was trying to figure out something. They trying to see if I'm breaking in this place. I went to D.C. because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I want you all to know on record that Andrew Holmes is a CI. He has a CI number. What is that? Andrew Holmes is a confidential informant of and to the FBI. It doesn't take rocket scientists to know that. What's one of the ways you can know that? It's because how in the hell did the FBI choose to award him for his service? That means that he done turned over a lot of niggas. Okay. Now, y'all want to get into some meat and potatoes because I'm going to tell you, I'm not like these people playing no game. So what Andrew Holmes has done and what he has done in making a career of doing is that he has stood by families, become a focal or visible person in advocacy, but his reach comes because people call in, give information, and give tips. He then turns those tips over to the FBI. Now, what's problematic about a CI number? Listen to what I'm saying. What's powerful about a CI number is that means you get money. The government will give you probably $1,000 for credible information, and you choose to pay taxes on it or not. See, y'all think, y'all really don't think I'm for real about this shit. Flew my ass to fucking D.C. Because I'm like, why this man ain't locked up yet? So now, understand this. If he gets in trouble, he becomes a compromised asset. But he's already a compromised asset because you'll be a fool to let that man stand next to you. Not because of him being prosecuted, but you would be a fool because of the fact that he ain't done what he always do with everybody else's situation with his own. The thing or a measure of a man is not how they acting when everything is good, but it's in a day of adversity. This shit would have been well over a long time ago if Andrew Holmes would have simply responded respectfully to the allegation. I would have been like, well, you know what? We got to let every man deserves his day in court. But I'm an advocate, long standing, over 13 years. I know how the response should be. When I was accused of it, what the fuck I do? I fought that shit every day. It'll never be true. A allegation can come from anywhere. But how you respond to it tells you everything you need to know. His only response, and I don't know who the woman is, also a YouTuber, made it clear. She said he did respond, Jedediah. He said he ain't worried about it. What kind of advocate responds to something like that when I ain't worried about it? It's all been too strange for me. So he is a confidential informant for the FBI. He's a protected asset. Andrew Holmes was the last man seen with a woman that happened to be a prostitute because he has a background and a track record of prostitution and drugs before he became this well-known advocate. I am not speculating, and listen to what the hell I just said without saying. Only thing I'm going to say is the alleged woman. This woman, no, not the alleged woman, but Andrew Holmes is the last person seen with a prostitute, allegedly, who ended up dead. Over there on Stony Island, Andrew, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we've been doing a lot of hard work and getting a lot of receipts lately. Let me say, that's how much I ain't got time to focus on this dumbass YouTuber. I'm dealing with real shit. But this woman ends up dead. Andrew Holmes is the last person seen with her, allegedly. Now, there's an investigation launched. CPD, they throw the case. Y'all don't. I shouldn't even I'm going to have to come back and say this again because our people probably ain't even paid attention because they looking at that dumbass beef, that stuff that man think he finna get out of me. I'm going to show up there. We're going to do this celebrity boxing match. I'm going to move on. You can talk about me all day on the internet. And if your bitch ass don't show up talking about it's Mother's Day, fuck a Mother's Day. Because you can't be thinking about no mother with the way your motherfucking ass is handling yourself and conducting yourself on the internet. My goddamn uncle was dead. I didn't even get to bury my fucking uncle because I'm all the way in D.C. trying to figure out why a man that sexually assaulted a woman is not locked up. And you think I'm going to play with your goofy ass? Fuck a Mother's Day. I will make sure my mother get a gift. People on that time was, man, tomorrow is such a sacred day. Fucking clowns. That's a Hallmark holiday. Every day is Mother's Day. I don't have to treat my mother special just because everybody else is doing it. So what's wrong with us? We need a day. I'm the same nigga on Mother's Day that I am every other day. And I thank God that I got a strong woman for a mother. And whoever this is better get from behind me. Can I help? I don't play that. They going to somebody else. Too close to me, though. So anyway, I don't know who the hell that is. Now, Andrew Holmes was the last person seen with her, but the CPD, because of him being a valuable resource, they threw the case. So we're now digging into this because I want the case reopened. Not only do I want the case reopened, God, come through here. God, come through here. Not only do I want the case reopened, but now I'm talking to all the individuals and all these victims again, and I'm saying, look, I get y'all being scared, but that ain't no excuse no more. That girl is out there. Either y'all gonna let him get away with it or we finna go ahead and deal with this thing together because this is a Me Too movement at this point. I got a person tomorrow that I'm gonna talk to about an underage girl who is also alleging that they have been sexually assaulted by the same individual. I'm not making this shit up. I won't expose their identity without their consent, but there's too many of them at this point. I'm not gonna play with this stuff. Hell Week is over, but hell is eternal. And people are talking about, he's talking about that demonic stuff. You is literally on the screen smoking all day, literally can't edify a damn thing. And y'all talking about demonic. I can back up everything I ever do and say in scripture. Let me tell y'all about cussing because the people that don't get it, get this. Jesus had a disciple named Peter. This man was a violent man that not only cussed, but he cut people's ears off. You touch Jesus, if you fuck with Jesus, he'll shank your ass. Is it Bible? It's Bible. This is what the Bible says. And I love it because this is one of my number one messages. Get this. It said, be hot or be cold. This is what God said. He said, be hot or be cold. The only way God ain't using you is if you're being fake. He said, don't be warm. You can't be both. Be hot or be cold. What is Jedediah? Right now, I guess you'll consider me cold. And what I mean by that is, I'm not standing in a place of trying to misrepresent that I've arrived somewhere in God. I'm just letting you know I love him, and I'm trying to find my way back into his perfect will. And I live my life every day grateful of his grace and his mercy, because if it had not been for the Lord who has been on my side, I know I would not be here. If it wasn't for praying parents who can actually get a prayer through, I would not be covered. And if I wanted to do this on my own, I would have lost my mind, my life, my will, my tenacity a long time ago. And the only way I'm so blessed is because God is my source at the end of the day. And every day I find myself getting a little hotter, a little hotter. I said, God, I ain't over the hump yet. I am not over the hump yet. But God said this, I will perfect those things concerning you. And a work that I started, surely will I perform it. He said, I started it. I understand it don't happen overnight in your sense. I'm going to finish it. So all y'all that got a problem with my Christianity, I want y'all to know I got a problem with yours. And what I mean by that is that while y'all in there playing church, God wants y'all to be out here demonstrating power. Okay. So it's way past the time that I wanted to be on here, but there's so much stuff inside of me. And I'm getting it, I'm rambling, but I know I'm making sense to the people who got it. Don't follow that fool because he just wants some food. If he was smart, he would have been able to find out that this homeless man could have possibly helped him, so he ain't have to worry so much about eating. And now he on there crying victim. Stop threatening me. Stop threatening me. Stop threatening me. I don't even think about you. People sending me stuff from this man every day. And y'all got to know, y'all know who I'm talking about. Now you're threatening me. Now you're threatening me. No, I'm not. I'm not threatening you or that ugly ass woman that you call a wife. I mean, sugar mama. I don't got no problem with interracial dating. But I know a bitch-ass marriage when I see one. Your bitch ass got the only woman that wanted your dusty, dirty looking ass. I understand that I don't always come on the internet looking my best, but you consistently look like you are in a room that smell like Vienna sausage water and ass. You really think I'm afraid of punching you because I don't want my knuckles to smell like your dirty ass. But I'm going to make sure that I have my cologne because I always smell good when I'm doing something. When I leave you, your wife going to finally be able to hug your dumb ass and say, you smell like Jed. And the reason she going to tell you that you smell like me is because I'm going to offer her. They keep the motherfucking plane gassed up because at any moment I might jump on one of those bitches and I might let her get a seat. Okay, she ain't my particular taste, but I looked at her and I studied her, and I've been waiting to meet Miss Piggy since I was a little boy. I'm so glad to know that Miss Piggy found her another man because Kermit got too popular and he been popping this shit. So she got her some fat ass, not chocolate drop, but some wade in the water ass nigga, some chocolate ass ocean or whatever the fuck. Nigga, I'm chocolate drop, but goddamn it, you chocolate fucking, you just chocolate out of order. Just chocolate everywhere, spilling over your legs, spilling off of your stomach, over your legs, creating a muffin top. Boy, you look like a chocolate fucking overload. You look like cut the chocolate the fuck out. And you think you gonna sit up here and talk shit to me? Now, I got an excuse for why I can come on here and got bumps on my shit, but you sitting on YouTube for 6 hours a fucking day and you telling me you couldn't shave your damn fucking face one time? And you got people on there applauding your fat ass while my channel got demonetized. And you over there getting cash outs for what? What have you done for Dalton? Interview them? Really? I'm not finna, y'all don't get, you coming out here, I'm gonna be at church. Nah, bitch. You wanna fight. Hell, you think now you want to go to church? You should have been thinking about the Lord when you asked for a one-on-one. And now you got it, punk ass bitch. And I'm going to humble you like I do everybody else because I am not a YouTuber. I'm a grown-ass man that ain't got time to play. But this the thing, no, I don't have time to play, but I make time for what I want because that's what freedom looks like. I'm not out here competing with no man because literally I could stop tomorrow and I'm still going to be great. I'm going to be good. Do you get that, my nigga? I'm going to be good. This is what you're depending on for your relevance, for your attention, for your bread and fucking butter. But get your bum ass up and get a job. Stop depending on them social security checks. I don't know what the fuck they got in the welfare system of Oklahoma, but I guarantee you could probably do a whole lot better if you stop running your fucking mouth and get a job for that fat whore that you call a wife. And yes, I said it and I meant that shit. Don't disrespect me and play games in my face because my life is on the line for real out here and I'm not doing this shit for fun. Nigga, come over here. You literally, and I'm sitting up here like, I was going to thank you when I first met you because every time I walked past you in that Thornton Township meeting, your goofy ass was sweating. I'm like, damn, who he just beat up? He's sweating like a motherfucker, and I realize your fat corn-fed, cornball ass over there sweating because you standing behind the media line, and you talking about what you did